If someone would ask me today, what does New Horizons do? Just simply put, we're a job training and employment site for people with disabilities, and then we find jobs. We're an employment service for people with disabilities. We go out and we find jobs, identify jobs in the community, do job matching, and actually get people employed. Last year we employed over 500 people. But basically the history was they started out in a very small building, garage in Royal Oak, and today you're seeing us in a multi-million-dollar facility, and we serve 2,500 people a year. We make meaningful changes and differences in people's lives, and we do it one person at a time. There's really two parts of New Horizons. Part of it is we have it's a factory for people in training. We do automotive work for Johnson Controls. We even do some things for Chrysler, and people earn job skills. Our goal is not to have anyone here, but to teach them skills so they can get out here. The problem is some people's disability is so severe that they're going to be very limited. We want to provide them the opportunity. But the other thing, the newest development over the past probably 10 years has been what we call community-based services. And that's really where everything we do is in the community. Kids graduating today from special education don't even come in here. We are in their school system, 13 school districts now, teaching them job skills, job exploration, and they go right from special education right into the world of work.
I want to tell you, I'm probably one of the most beautiful buildings in Oakland County here, the New Horizon workshop you have here, and it's named after you. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
We built it in 1997, and this is our main headquarters, and we wanted to have a nice facilities to provide services to people with disabilities. We had experience in building buildings. We owned all our facilities at that time. We had 5 of them. Right now we have 4 of the facilities. And basically, this is our largest facility. It's 50,000 square feet.
It's one beautiful building. Can you tell me, when did New Horizons start?
We were incorporated in 1964, and we opened our door for services in a very small facility in Royal Oak. It was 2,800 square feet. It's like the size of a medium-sized house.
Right.
And when I came in there in 1965, in August of 65,
That's when you started?
that's when I started as a counselor.
What was your background?
My background was I had a degree from Wayne State University in rehabilitation counseling. And this was my first job.
A new career, yeah. I mean, there weren't too many rehabilitation programs out there, were there, at that time?
Not for the type of people that we are serving.
Yeah.
They had Goodwill Industries and Jewish Vocational Services. And we are a very, very small facility.
Right. Greg, Director of Quality Assurance here at New Horizons. What does that mean?
It means quite a bit. It keeps me very busy. One of the things that I'm responsible for is the day-to-day operations of our Auburn Hills facility, which is our administrative location. I'm also in charge of our safety program, our case records, as well as all of our outcome measures, where we measure the outcomes and evaluate our programs and their results, and where we need to make changes within our system of providing services.
You can see the vision Israel had back years ago of where to take this organization. It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
It is unbelievable, and we've got such a good reputation in the community. Our funding sources are all, they're all very good working with us. Anytime they need a new program developed, they come to us.
Right.
And we're always very receptive to their needs and their a request of developing new programs, because there's always new programs that need to be developed. I mean, there were the times when workshop programs were the only thing offered in the rehabilitation community. Now most of what we do is in the community.
I think Israel's probably one of the leaders in that, isn't he?
He absolutely is. He's worked in the, he started out, I think, as an evaluator, with just a very few number of consumers, and we've grown to providing services to over 800 people on a daily basis at all of our locations.
And I can see he hired the right people.
Yeah, we've got a lot of long-term staff, especially our management staff, who know what needs to be done and just take care of business. And it's all about public relations too. It's all about working with our community partners, just designing programs, meeting needs of our consumers, and making sure that their satisfaction is paramount to what we do.
George, it's one big helicopter we got behind us here.
Is that a monster? Sure is.
A
It's
big
beautiful-
Chinook, right?
Big Chinook, yes sir.
Yeah.
Carries about 18 to 20 people, I heard.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this building, we clean the offices, we clean the washrooms and the hallways in this building.
And a big building to keep clean.
Very big building, yes.
Hey.
But our people do a good job. They really
How
do.
long you been out here, George?
Just over 9 years.
9 years working here with a group putting the cleaning up here. Huh?
Yes, sir. The average person works here about 5 to 7 hours a day.
5 to 7 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And how is the turnover?
The turnover is very minimal. We have the people that work here, they stay here because they do a good job for us, and everything works out fine.
That's what I'm saying. They show up every day.
You sure do. Doesn't matter if it snows, rains, they show up.
And you know that people have found that out over the years. If you hire disabled people, they want the job. They'll be there and they show up all the time.
They sure do. They do a tremendous job for us. They really do.
Well, I want to thank you very much, George, for taking us around and showing us all they're doing out here.
It's my pleasure.
All right.
Anytime.
Tom, here we are at Selfridge. I know you have other places around town that you have people placed in it, but this is quite a facility, isn't it?
This is a wonderful facility. Right now we have like the commissary we've had since 1992, and in the year 2000 we started with the 127th and 927th doing custodial services, and we also work with the Coast Guard. We clean their buildings.
You do that here too?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we even do the one in Detroit too.
Now, how many employees would you have out here, Tom?
With all of them, everyone together, I would say we're probably about 52.
52. And how many buildings would you take care of?
We're roughly, that changes from month to month. People come on and go off, but roughly it's about 70.
70 buildings.
70 buildings a week.
Oh man, you got people all over here.
Yes, we do.
And you have how many other factories or plants you work out of in the community program?
Well, we have some supportive employment sites, which we call, it's the Hilton Hotel. We have a wonderful program going with the Palace, and also downtown Rochester. We work with the Downtown Development Authority.
You got a lot of people employed.
Yes,
Huh?
and we need to get more employed.
Right. Well, I'm saying with this thing here, they got a new wing coming in here. You might be a lot more employees. Are you hiring now?
Right now, no, but as soon as we get to expand a little more, we will, especially with Homeland Security. They're supposed to be taking over more buildings.
And you know, Tom, it seemed like in the old days, people with disabilities, they just sit at home. Now you got them out here, they're part of commerce.
Or some of the jobs they were doing was very tedious, and now, I mean, they can do, custodial work, do all aspects of the custodial job. They're great workers. Love to have them.